Have you ever sat at your desk, stared at your to-do list, and thought, why am I so tired all the time? You slept. You ate. You didn't even do that much yesterday. Yet still, you're exhausted. But what if I told you, you're not actually tired? You're just uninspired. Yeah, that feeling you call tired? It's not always physical. Sometimes it's your soul screaming for more. More meaning. More purpose. More truth. More life. You don't need another nap. You need a reason to wake up. Let's talk about it. We live in a world that glorifies hustle. Work. Grind. Push through. Drink your coffee. Show up on time. Keep going even when you don't want to. And guess what? You did all that. And still, you feel empty. What? Because you're not doing what sets you on fire. You're following routines, not dreams. You're surrounded by noise, but you feel alone. You check boxes. Complete tasks. But none of it moves you. None of it shakes your spirit. None of it lights you up inside. You wake up every day. Not because you're excited about life, but because you're supposed to. That is not living. That's surviving. And maybe, just maybe, that's why you're tired. Let me tell you a truth that most people don't realize until it's too late. Burnout is not always from doing too much. Sometimes, it's from doing too little of what makes you feel alive. There was a man named Elijah, 40 years old, 9 to 5 job, good money, stable home. But every morning he'd hit snooze. Not once, not twice, but 5, sometimes 10 times. He wasn't lazy. He wasn't weak. He was uninspired. He didn't hate his job, but he didn't love it either. He didn't feel pain, but he didn't feel joy either. His life was a loop. Wake up, go to work, come home, repeat. He said, I'm just tired. I need a break. But breaks came and went, and he was still tired. You know what changed him? One day he asked himself, if money didn't matter, what would I be doing? And in that moment he remembered something. He used to paint, used to create, used to feel something when color touched canvas. So one weekend he dug out his old brushes, sat by a window, and painted. Not for money, not for fame, just for the joy. And when Monday came, he still had to go to work. But something was different. He wasn't tired anymore, because now, he had a reason to get up. So let me ask you, what's the last thing you did that truly made you feel alive? Not just happy, not entertained, but alive. The kind of alive that makes hours feel like minutes. The kind of alive where you forget to check your phone. The kind of alive where your heart races, because you're in love with the moment. When was the last time you felt that? If you can't remember, that's why you're tired. Direct hit. Let's pause here for a moment. Backhand index pointing right if you're enjoying this story and it's speaking to your soul. Please like, subscribe, and comment, I'm ready to feel alive again below. This helps us reach more people who need this message. Let's keep going. There's a quiet trap many people fall into. It's called the gray life. You're not miserable, but you're not fulfilled either. You smile, you laugh, you function, but deep inside, something's missing. You've buried your passion under responsibility. You've told yourself, this is just how life is. Everyone's tired. No, life was never meant to drain you. It was meant to drive you. But we've settled for safe choices, for steady paychecks, for acceptable unhappiness. And now we walk through life with energyless bodies and passionless hearts. But here's the thing. Energy doesn't just come from sleep. It comes from alignment. When you're doing what you love, when you're chasing purpose, when you're connected to something greater than routine, you don't feel tired. You feel charged. That's why artists can stay up all night painting. That's why writers forget to eat while writing. That's why athletes train until their muscles ache. Because they're not tired. They're driven. And that's what you're missing. Not rest. Not more hours of sleep. But passion. Purpose. Inspiration. Let's go deeper. You say you're tired. But here's what you're really feeling. You're tired of pretending to be okay. You're tired of forcing yourself into a life you didn't choose. You're tired of watching others chase their dreams while you silence yours. You're tired of days that all look the same. That's not tired. That's unlived potential screaming for release. And until you answer it, no amount of sleep will fix it. This world needs people who come alive. The world is tired of average. It's desperate for real joy, real fire, real energy. And the only way to get there is to reconnect with your why. Why do you wake up? If your only answer is, because I have to, then my friend, you're overdue for a change. You weren't born just to pay bills and die. You were born to create, to connect, to feel, to love, to lead, to serve, to grow, to live. Don't let that fire in you die before you even start living. Backhand index pointing right, like and subscribe if this is helping you reflect. And share this with someone who's been saying, I'm just tired lately. Maybe what they really need is to hear this. Now that you understand you're not really tired but uninspired, let's talk about how to get that fire back. First, understand this. Inspiration doesn't come from waiting for the perfect moment or from someone else handing it to you. It comes from doing, from stepping out of the rut, from shaking up your routine. If you want to stop feeling drained, start with small changes. Simple things but done consistently. Wake up 15 minutes earlier and do something you love. Read a few pages of a book that excites your mind. Write down your dreams no matter how wild they seem. Take a walk outside and breathe deeply. These small rituals will reconnect you with yourself. Also, get honest about what drains you. Is it a toxic relationship? A job you hate? Constant distractions like social media? Identify what pulls your energy down, then take steps to reduce or remove those things. Remember, your energy is sacred. Protect it. Next, find your why. Why do you want to feel alive? What would make you jump out of bed every day excited? Write it down. Make it your daily mantra. Don't be afraid to explore new hobbies, new passions, new ideas. Sometimes the spark comes from trying something different. Even if you fail, you'll learn what moves you and what doesn't. Surround yourself with people who uplift you. Energy is contagious. If you hang around those who are passionate and positive, their energy will inspire you. If you stay with the doubters and complainers, you'll only feel more drained. Celebrate small wins. Every time you take a step toward what excites you, celebrate it. That builds momentum. Momentum creates energy. Energy fuels passion. And when you feel tired, remind yourself, you're not broken. You're not weak. You're just human. And humans thrive when they're connected to purpose. Finally, give yourself grace. Inspiration ebbs and flows. Some days will be hard. But if you keep coming back to your why, keep taking those small steps, you'll find your energy restored and your spirit renewed. If this message is helping you, please like, share, and subscribe. Let's build a community of people who choose to live inspired. Remember, you're not tired, you're just uninspired.
Follow my dreams. Find some facts.